Good job making those phone calls. Keep it going. So this step is for once you set your first appointment. Again, our goal is to set a first appointment today. Our goal is to go through these sections and set our first appointment. This way we can begin making revenue instantly. Okay, so I'll kind of go over the process, the setup of setting that first appointment. So let's jump back over to the script. So we're on the script. You could have set it from schedule a call back. You could have set it from any of those aspects. But the idea of this is now you have somebody that is interested in hearing you. They're already interested in you. Your job is to not screw it up. No, I'm just joking. But the idea is they're already semi-interested. So you have a date and time that you'll be going there. Make sure that you put it in your calendar. You put that date and time in your calendar. If you're putting it in our system will send you an automated message to let you know, hey, this is your time and date. Make sure that you arrive there. Okay, which is really neat. So we do have some of the tools and stuff put into place for you, but there's a few things to be prepared. Okay, so let's give an example of, let's say your appointment is later today. Okay, it's not tomorrow, it's later today. This is ways to be prepared. So one of the first things that you want to do is you want to make sure that you pull up their information. So if you're pulling up their information, what you do is you're prospecting. So this is, again, what we went over on prospect or day number one. You want to know a bit about this restaurant before you approach it. You want to become the expert. So when you're speaking to them, you want to become the expert. So let's take a look and how we do it. I'm just going to say, let's make up one. Let's say restaurants near me. And we're going to pretend that I have an appointment with Las Daisies. Okay? So Las Daisies, let's do Texas Kitchen. That one looks like a little bit, it looks like a little bit mediocre, meaning that their reviews are a little bit higher, that it's just a little bit mediocre. But if you take a look, so a few things. So you can take a look at here and say, okay, what do they have? So first things first is they are pretty slow, right? So for today, they're only open until about 4 o'clock and they are pretty slow. Let's go to yesterday. Yesterday, yeah, still a little bit slower. Let's say the next day, a little bit slower. So these people are not too busy. Now this day, Sundays, let's just say Sundays, we know just by looking at Sunday, we know that they're busy on Sundays, they're busy on Saturdays, so that is really good for them. We know that people are only going there for breakfast, so this is really, really good. Okay, so now let's take a look a little bit more. So let's take a look at their website. So if we take a look at the website, now we can say, okay, what does their website look like? So we can see their website, we can see all of their items, we can see kind of what they're presenting, we can see what they're doing. So people can say, here's our menus, right? We can see a few different things, but this is more like a blog and not so much of a website. Okay, so this is more like somebody created a blog, which they did. It looks like it's Blogspot. Somebody created a blog and not a website that properly presents this restaurant. So here's one of the factors that I would talk about. I would bring it up, absolutely. When I'm speaking with them, absolutely. I'm going to bring that up. Let's take a look at do they have Facebook? So let's say Texas Kitchen. Let's take a look at their social media. So Texas Kitchen, I'll say Facebook. Because again, we help them with their Facebook, their Instagram. We help them with all of those things. So it's in our best interest to say, okay, cool. Let's see what we can do to help you out, right? Know the restaurant that you're speaking to. That way you have always talking points. So let's say Facebook. Let's take a look. They have 105 reviews. That's good. So they have some momentum on Facebook. So that's, yeah, going well. Let's see how their posting's doing. Right, so they have 3,100 people. So this is very good for us. Very good. It looked like they didn't have a messenger bot. Very good for us. They're posting July 5th, right? So right now, July 5th, that is 4 months. About 4 months of not a single post. 4 months. And I mean, you can see why they're not doing so hot on this. Even though they have a lot of followers, they're probably not doing so hot. So now you could definitely help them out with this portion too. So we can call them. We can say, hey, we'd love to talk to you. We'd love to see what we can do about bringing you some business. We noticed a few things, and we're seeing if you're open to the idea, right? Maybe you already spoke to them. Maybe you already prospected it before you called. Maybe you did that. So now when you're going there, you set a solid appointment. This appointment, I always want to sit down. Okay? Decisions aren't made standing up. I want to sit down. I want to get them to sit down as fast as possible. Right? If I get them to sit down as fast as possible, perfect. From there, I'm just going to simply go over the script. That's what I'm going to do. And in the next section, that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be drawing out the easiest ways and the psychology of going through that script. So that way, when you're sitting down with them, it's extremely easy to present our services, our products, everything that we do. But the key about this is just getting yourself prepared, right? If you are, if you have an appointment today, do skip to the next section. Skip to tomorrow, right? Do skip there. Do go over. I'll go over the script. I'll go over sitting down. I'll go over selling. I'll go over those things. So do that. But as of right now, it's like get prepared. Get prepared to speak with these people, and then keep going. See if you can get another appointment, another appointment, another appointment. So first of all, congratulations, good job, awesome. You got your first appointment. So great job. So all you have to do is keep it going. And that's how easy this is. It literally is easy. And it comes down to you're going to make 5, 10, 20 appointments in a single day, depending on how much you're going. You can easily do that. You might not get a single one because you're speaking to a gatekeeper, and that is totally fine. Right? Now, the next day, let's say you got 0 today, the next day is face to face. Right? So what we're going to do is we're going to touch a little bit over the phone, then we're going to touch a little bit over the face to face, then we're going to touch a little bit over the phone, then face to face, then go back to marketing. Right? So just a few things to just make sure the system is running, to make sure that you're running that gear, you're creating that gear, and what this is doing. You won't see it yet, but this is creating you momentum for the future. So, guys, again, give yourself an applause, pat yourself on the back. Good job. If you went through this and you actually went out and put the effort towards making these phone calls, good job. You're going to succeed. It just takes a little bit of time. So, keep it up, and I'll see you in tomorrow's session. Thanks, guys.